I've been in and out of jail since I was like 13.
In and out, in and out, in and out. I feel like, what's the point of getting out, getting a job, coming back and burning another bridge and getting a place to live and losing your clothes and your shoes and all this stuff again?
If I didn't come into prison, I'd have probably drank myself to death. I'd go fishing, come back, drink, do drugs. Prison probably saved my life.
All I looked forward to when I walk out of jail was getting my first drink and not really caring about nobody else.
Every bit of trouble I've ever been in has come down to being under the influence.
You know, I see people come back in and out, and I don't want to be that guy that has to come back through and get stripped out and get naked for, you know, for what?
It definitely is degrading to be walking through these gates again and then again and then again. It starts to feel insane, like, what are we doing here?
I'm missing out on a lot with my grandbabies. I don't want their grandma being in jail the rest of their life, you know.
I know that some of the best years of my son's life have been spent without me. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade, those years that's a hard thing to miss. You can't change that. You can't go back and relive that time.
I grew up in jail, and it gets old. I think it's gonna be a lot different when I walk out of here. It's gonna be a big challenge, but I'm ready for it.
Over 500,000 people in the U.S. leave prison every year and struggle to rebuild their lives on the outside. Hundreds of thousands are arrested or returned to prison in their first few years alone. In Juneau, Alaska, 3 former inmates must find housing, food, transportation, and jobs while managing challenges like addiction and navigating the parole system.
I'm glad to get out, you know. It's just like a new start. It's a little bit cold out here, but everybody will hope for release in the summertime. My first step is to check in with the parole and probation office. They're going to supervise me, make sure I do what the courts want. I'm going to take the bus down to the PO. So yeah, the bus isn't running till 8:30, looks like. I kind of thought it was going to be a little bit smoother. The bus being late, you know, and I'm hoping I don't miss the second bus, but sometimes a walk is good. Get your mind clear. I still have to see the PO. And if it takes me an hour to get there or 4 hours, 5 hours, I still got to get there, or it's back to prison.
It's kind of hard sometimes to not just go right back to what you know. It's a matter of remembering where you've been and where you're going. As it stands right now, there's not a lot of that help when you walk out that gate. I mean, you're kind of on your own. I've actually received most of the help I've gotten getting out this time from other inmates. And that's the #1 rule they say when you get out and you want to succeed is leave all this behind, leave all your friends behind, get away from all that stuff. But if I did that, what would I get out to, you know? I've got to try and rent a room from this guy, and here's family that's, you know, and I don't know them. I don't really know him. But that's the only option I have to not trying to camp out in the woods in January, because there is no other housing available. I mean, this is it. You're going to be walking down a lonely road here. You know, it's dark, it's cold, it's raining. It's not easy, I know that. It's not anybody else's responsibility to take care of me, that's for sure. I got some paperwork, my Bible. I took a couple classes in there. Toothbrush, deodorant. This is my worldly belongings at this point in time.